Hi everyone. Well, today what I'm sharing with you is how I'm going to make a layout using some quite feminine floral papers, including this one that's got a reef, this one which is a very pale pink with a grey bow, and this one which I really don't like at all. I've also got a couple of embellishments from that little tag. And then these very creepy photos. This might freak some people out. Sorry if it upsets you. So in Nannup, as in lots of parts of rural Australia, we have kangaroos, which everyone thinks of as being really lovely animals. And we love them as well. But unfortunately, in some areas there is a huge population growth in some areas of kangaroos, and they do occasionally have to cull them. And this kangaroo meat carcasses is used for pet food in Australia, but also occasionally is sent to the abattoirs, and you can buy your kangaroo sausages at the butchers or in the supermarket, or your kangaroo steaks and stewing meat, that sort of thing. Anyway, we have a person in Nannup who that's his job, that's his industry, is culling kangaroos, which sounds a bit sad. Anyway, he shared these photos in our community group because he culled a kangaroo that had really unusual amounts of fingers on their paws. So you can probably see from the x-ray here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on one hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the other, which is really strange and unusual. It was so unusual, and he'd never seen it before, that he actually took the photos and removed the paws to send to a university in Perth for scientific study. Because, of course, when you get abnormal things like this happening in any living things population, you want to know why, and you want to find out what's going on. So to make sure that this sort of thing's not going to spread elsewhere, the scientists at the university were absolutely thrilled to get this evidence, and they actually sent back the x-ray here and wrote a big article, which is what this image is. It's from the journal that they put the article in about this abnormality amongst a few kangaroos in the southwest. Something quite interesting, and given it was in our local community, I thought I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to try and scrap these freaky paws, and I'm going to try and use some other freaky things which I have, such as my Tim Holtz very freaky bony and medical stamps. So there's a couple here that have the skeleton bones of a hand that I can use. I was thinking I can use this bone here. I might even be able to get in some of these just for some interest on tags perhaps. And then I've got this one here which has a lot of text that relates to undertakers and medical things. I don't think I'll be able to use this, but I think that I could use things like the identification number, maybe this condemned here, maybe even the poison, given perhaps that is one of the reasons why there's genetic mutation happening in the kangaroos. Not sure. What is this one saying? Serving to strengthen the bones, nerves, and muscles. Yeah, maybe as some background. So that's my plan. And then the other thing is, lately I've been playing around with using molds and different products that you can use with molds to create your own embellishments. So I have been making some little bones. You know, you guys know that I love Tim Holtz products, and he does actually sell packets of bones. But I just have such a hard time in Australia getting those products, and they sell out so quickly because there's such a limited supply that come into the country. It's very difficult to find them. And I think a lot of stockers here don't actually stock them because we don't celebrate Halloween. So there's not a big demand for bones. So those small companies that do bring them in and have them for sale, they're only bringing in like 5 packets. And once they're gone and you can't get them anymore. So I've been having a go making my own bones, which I can use on tags and as embellishments in this layout. Hi everyone, I just thought I'd stop here and tell you what I'm trying to do. So I'm creating some cardstock to use for tags and also to use for mats. So I was using these Distress Oxide inks to try and create a sort of camouflage look, which is sort of thematic to the topic of kangaroo hunting. Yeah, using these beautiful greens. I've got peeled paint, forest moss, tea dye, which was the first one I started with, which gives you this beautiful fleshy and shell pink sort of coming through as well. And I've also got antique linen, but I haven't used it on the tags. This is going to be for my bones. So what I'm going to try and do to enhance the bones a little bit more is to rub some of the oxide ink over the bones, and what that should do is enhance these little cracks and crevices and little nooks and crannies on the bones and highlight them a little bit more. I might also come in with a bit of either the ground espresso or maybe even this archival ink that's a vintage photo, so it's slightly lighter. On top of these, I'm going to do some stamping. You'll